सवीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधेतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः. We are in the third chapter. We have seen that story of that Keshini, that Sudhanva, and this Bhagavan, great Prahladaji and his putra Virochana. Having given this story, Vidurji is teaching one by one principles for Dhritarashtra. For his own intellect, which has become so dull-witted and raw because of his extreme attachment to his children. He becomes Dushtatma, Dharmik, Papi, Swarthi, and therefore all of that is not allowing him to have sleep or rest even a moment. So too in all of us, when we are not only blind by the eyes, or even we are wise, are able to see with the eyes, but intellectually if we are blindfolded, then our life is full of misery. So Vidurji, through his jnanam, is trying to open the buddhi eye of Dhritarashtra so that he will visualize life in its entirety and do what is to be done and avoid what is to be avoided. Whether it is in actions, whether it is in attitudes, whether it is intentions, when that required changes are brought, then you will sleep or he will sleep at that night. In particular, generally for all of us, life is as easy, effortless like a sleep. समझदारी को बड़ा करो, फिर अपने एटीट्यूड्स को ठीक करो, फिर लाइफ को आराम से जीना. That's what Vidura says. In every of the chapters and prasanga or sloka, he is bringing those required adjustments. Beautiful each one of them. Like the latest one. 42nd mantra in 3rd chapter. Yata yata hi purushaha kalyane kurute manaha तथा तथास्य सर्वार्थाः सिद्ध्यन्ते नात्र संशयः. See, पुरुषः, human being, यथा यथा, जैसे जैसे, कल्याणे कुरुते मनः, when he makes his mind involved in the good things, meritorious things, auspicious things, Mangalaprada, Tatha Tatha, in this way, Asya of that person, Sarva Arthaha Siddhyante. He starts becoming successful in all the aspects. Na atra samshayaha, there is no samshaya. So, keeping the mana in the kalyana, in the good, in the noble, in the righteous, in the auspicious, as told by the Guru, saints and Shastra. तो सर्व प्रयोजन आपका सिद्ध हो जाते हैं. तो मन को कल्याणप्रद मंगलप्रद मार्ग में रखना चाहिए. मीन्स गुड वैल्यूज, गुड इमोशंस, गुड थॉट्स. When you put your mind in them, you can see all things are happening. Like you want to talk to a person and some selfishness is there, you want to get benefit. But if you have the akalyana of the mana, impure mind, of doubting that fellow, and having the attitude of hatredness towards him, and not having good language of communicating to him, and not showing your need to them properly, then that prayojana will not happen. You go to him, neither you can get appointment, nor you talk properly, nor you get help. Like some of the people go to meet Pradhana Mantri with a non-kalyana mana. Pradhana Mantri knows this fellow's mind attitude is not good, so he will not give appointment. अपॉइंटमेंट ही नहीं हुआ तो डिस्कशन कैसा होगा. बट somebody went with kalyana mano कि I want this, the prime minister can give me, and he is good person, great person, so I must respect him. He is respectful. With that attitude when he goes, वहाँ appointment मिलेगा PMO से without any much notice. Then prime minister sits also, he will listen A to Z, he will sanction also. I'm just giving an example. You go to the Guru also. When you go to the Guru, he is Bhagavan only. He will solve my problem. He give me the jnana. So I will surrender to him. This is called as Kalyanatha Man mein. With that attitude, when you go, the disciple is welcomed by the Guru. How better? He will give the love like eternally he is the child. For the disciple, the Guru may be new. But for the Guru, the disciple is eternal child. Itna प्यार से will invite. And he will give food and place. बेटा पहले खा लो, आराम करो, फिर दोपहर में मुझे पूछना. I tell you, this I experienced not once in not one place, 4-5 places. When we went to meet some Mahatmas and yogis, so kind, loving, compassion. Nowhere I found that. Nowhere. बड़े-बड़े संस्था में नहीं है. People only on the level of spirituality, they become very funny in the egos and expressions. You don't get that love. But that Mahatmas Yogi meant like we are eternally related. They invited, they said, that is a room already given to you. The food, पहले खा लो, सो जाओ 3-4 घंटे because you have tried coming traveling very tired because that place of reaching us with so many difficulties. He made us rest. Evening then he told us to go and we discussed and he guided us. For the Guru, disciple is an eternal child. This disciple, when he goes with the Kalyana Mana, then you will see the best. And that Guru gave all knowledge into the conclusion. What he said, all this knowledge is given through me by your own Guru. Don't miss your devotion, surrender to your Guru. He did not say, सब मैंने सिखाया तो मेरे चेला बनो. कुछ नहीं. No, it was so touching to meet those yogis. There are 5-6 Mahatmas who are eternally guiding, also guiding. He is your Guru, you surrender. फिर doubt नहीं होगा ना फिर जिंदगी में. I'm just telling how when the mana is kalyana, everything becomes successful. Even at home, when the mana is kalyana towards your family members, and have that attitude and expression through words and all. Good words a child. Beta, very good. Going regularly to school. Pad rahe ho na? Sorry, I'm not able to give time to you. I'm sure you understand me. Anyway, today I have time. Come sit. Now, what are the subjects that are taught to you? How much you have excelled in that? Do you need any tuition? Any extra work? Is your health okay? Kalyana speech because of Kalyana mana. Child is elated so much. He will study for making the papa happy. लेकिन फ़ायदा बच्चे को होगा, पापा थोड़ी फ़ायदा होगा, बच्चा अगर फर्स्ट क्लास आए तो. In the same way, here he says, यथा यथा हि पुरुषः कल्याणे कुरुते मनः तथा तथास्य सर्वार्थाः सिद्ध्यन्ते नात्र संशयः. Now in the example of Dhritarashtra, the akalyana of the mana is what? Undeserving Duryodhana, you want to give kingdom. Most deserving Yudhishthira, you want to send him to forest or trouble them something. ये अकल्याण हो गया. इससे सब अनर्थ ही होने वाला है. Because when they become angry and wage the war, your children will be destroyed only. Because Bhima, Arjuna, Lord Krishna support, they are invincible. They are all. Bhishma, Drona कुछ कर नहीं सकते उनके साथ. What is the Kalyana mana of Dhritarashtra expected to be? The kingdom naturally, legally belongs to Yudhishthira. Give it to him. Then tell him, बेटा ये तुम्हारे भाई लोग हैं, तो इनको भी संभालो. Offer or give the hand of Duryodhana in the hand of Yudhishthira. ये किसकी जरूरत भी नहीं है. Yudhishthira is so loving towards he is Duryodhana Adi as much as loving towards Pandavas, other 4 of his brothers. You know that in the Yaksha Prashna story, Yudhishthira, when the children go for, the other 4 brothers go to fetch water. Sahadeva goes, he drinks the water, he becomes behosh. Nakula goes, drinks the water, behosh. Arjuna also, Bhima also. Then he goes, he saw all the 4 fallen. Now he understands, कि पानी पीकर हो गए, तो he doesn't want to drink. By the time Yaksha comes, he says, give answer to my question, then only you can drink water. Because they're so thirsty, almost dying. Then all prashnas are asked, everything answered. Now, happy with that, the Yaksha says, you can drink water and also I can give, allow one of your 4 brothers alive. 4 mare pade udhar. Then Yudhishthira did not say, Bhima is very useful for me in the Yuddha. Arjuna is also. No, he said, Kunti, Madri, we are 2 brothers. Kunti's 3 children, I am there. तो Madri's children are Nakul, Sahadev. उन दोनों में एक आप Sahadev को दे देना मुझे. That Yaksha was so happy, he gave the life to all the 4. In the same way, Yudhishthira has no difference between his brothers or Duryodhana. He'll make him Yuvraj only. अब देखो भीम और दुर्योधन मिल गए तो तीनों लोगों को लोग जीत सकते हैं. This success, that is the meaning of sarva arthaha siddhyante. That would have been the result if Dhritarashtra had the Kalyana mana. That is the simple example of Dhritarashtra, because Akalyanamana, he brought his own ashnam, has become a source for Vidura to say a universal principle for everybody at every time, that if your mana is Kalyana Yukta, then all the Artha Siddhi will happen. Anywhere you go, have a good mind, noble mind. इंटरनेशनली कहीं भी जाओ, डिस्कस करो, सब फॉल सक्सेस होता है. In whichever the international meetings, between two people or between group of people, that becomes successful when everybody's mana is kalyan. All meeting happened for 5 days, but no decision taken. Reason is their mana is not kalyan. So to in any organization, the committee members come together. If mana kalyan hai, so good projects are conceived, planning is done, team is made, resources are pointed out, work is achieved. इनके मन ही कल्याण नहीं है, तो they only come to find out faults with each other. How many examples? Now you are in mind. If our mana is kalyana yukta to study the shastra, I'll teach well, you learn well, outcome is good. मेरे मन में कल्याणता नहीं है. I am teaching jabardasti as a compulsion. You are also seated out of frustration like in a jail. Then anartha होगा, अर्थ नहीं होगा इधर. So all your success joy depends on your mind's attitude. Attitude of mind is kalyana. Clear? Now, very important shloka this. It is for the me mainly, and you all are same like me. In what way? Studying Shastra. शास्त्र पढ़ने वालों के लिए बात बता. He says, Nainam chandansi vrujinatat Nainam chandansi vrujinat tarayanti Maya vinam maya yavartamanam Needam shakunta iva jata pakshaha Chandansenam prajahatyanta kale. Abba, kya powerful. He says, Na enam chandansi vrujinat tarayanti. All the Vedas, Upanishads, Shastras studied by you. Anybody, you are this person. All the Shastras studied by this person will not help him to come out of the problems or samsara if that person is Mayavinam Maya Vartamanam. If he has got all the Chala Kapata Maya in his inner bosom and accordingly he is behaving. To such person, whatever the Vedas he has studied, they will not help him in solving the worldly problem and spiritual problem. Spiritual problem is transcending Maya to know the truth. मतलब क्या हुआ, तुम जितने भी वेद पढ़ो, शास्त्र पढ़ो, छल कपट अंदर है, वो वेद और शास्त्र आपके रक्षा नहीं करेंगे. एग्जाम्पल, नीडम शकुंता इव जात पक्षा. When the shakunta birds, when they get the paksha, just like they leave that nest and go away, in the same way, such person who is mayavi, who is a kapati, all the knowledge of Veda leaves him and goes away without helping him. Now एक ही सेंटेंस हिंदी में बोलता हूं मैं. हमने जो भी ज्ञान पाया उसका फायदा क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? आंसर, हम छल कपटी है, बस. Don't fight with me for making a statement. You find out about it. Like I will also do it. Why my Shastra Jnanam, Veda Jnanam is not helping me to discover that peace in me, joy in me, self-respect in me, self-confidence in me. For that question, why, the answer is given. I am Mayavi, there is a Maya Kapata in me. Discover that. Remove that. Or else you keep on studying, keep on maintaining Maya. This study will never helps you. That Maya will ever put you in troubles. Why I am not healthy? You pause and see. Some chala covered Maya of the body is happening because of wrong food. You must study what it is and eliminate. नहीं तो आप खाई जा रहे हो, बीमारी आई जा रहे. That's why I said it is for you and me. There is some chala kapata maya is going on in us. This chala kapata maya in us is not to cheat others. We are not cheaters that way. As a niyam. The Chalakavadama is our insincerity, our irregularity, our doubt still in the Guru and Shastra, our insincerity in practicing what is said. We are not understanding convincingly about the need of Shabadama, in which we have to control the mind and senses. That is called Chalakapata here. We are theoretically we are speaking about Vivek Vairagya, but practically we are not so. That is called Chalakapata and Maya. Therefore, the Jnana is not helping us. कितने साल से चिल्ला रहे हम ब्रह्मास्मि नाहं देहोस्मि, पर कुछ फायदा ही नहीं हुआ. अगेन सफरिंग बिकॉज ऑफ डिसीजेस इन द माइंड यू आर सफरिंग. Why all that is happening? Why the chandas is not helping? Where is that chala kapata? ध्यान से पढ़ो, उसको निकाल दो. So मायाविनम माया वर्तमानम एनम chandansi न तारयन्ति वृजनाथु. Your shastras will not help if you are not pure in the heart. And for us, what is the purity of the heart? Only one. I want to know the truth with the help of Shastra. बाकी कुछ नहीं चाहिए मुझे. That is the highest purity. There is no Maya, Chala, Kapata in that. Then the Shastras will inspire you to make you meditate. On the meditation sit, the correct Shastra or Shloka comes to our memory. Then that day it will take us to deep contemplation. And in that heated contemplation only you can see you are rising above the grosser, you are experiencing the subtler. That day the Vedas have blessed you. The knowledge gained by you blessed you. Because that day the Maya Kapata was not there. मायाविनम मायया वर्तमानम छंदांसि वृन्नात् तारयन्ति. No, ये बहुत बड़ा सब्जेक्ट है. He said about the Vedas. I am talking about all. Our Veda chanting, the Veda Upanishad classes, our upasanas, our japa, our puja, our tirthayatra, none of them will help us if our minds are corrupt, impure, having Maya. Maya is only 2-3 types. One first Maya is Bhautikavada. Second Maya is doing all the papa. Therefore, third Maya is not doing the dharma. इतना ही है. With these 3 things are there. Bhautikavada, then doing the dushta karma of adharma and not doing dharma. These 3 are the ones because of which all our tirthayatra, japa, upasana, puja become nullified and zero. They won't give us result. It is such a basic truth. If we'd go on neglecting it. इसको पहले करेक्शन करो, उसके बाद एनी उपासना यू डू, इट विल गिव ग्रेट रिजल्ट्स. इसलिए विवेक वैराग्य शमदमादि अंतःकरण शुद्धि निष्पापता, why they are taught in the beginning? Because without them we can't. Yeah, like this. Now here from here onwards, some things are told us to be avoided. Madhyapanam kalaham pugavairam varyapatyorantaram jnati bhedam rajadvishtam stri pumsayor vivadam varjanyahuryascha panta pradushtah. What is the maya of the mana? Chala kapata of the mana, impurity of the mana, when which is there, the jnana will not help us. Therefore, these qualities should not be entertained. Therefore, they have to be thrown away. These are the negativities. When you throw away all your abilities, arts, talents, opportunities, your jnanam will be useful for success. वेद माता आपको अनुग्रह करेगी. ये दुर्गुण नहीं है तो क्या है वो? मद्यपानम, ड्रिंक्स, कलहम, fighting, पूगवैरम, fighting with the entire team, भार्यापत्यो antaram, with children and wife fighting or creating fighting between wives, children, husbands of others. Jnati bhedam, differentiation created between your own friends, relatives. Raja dvishtam, hating the Raja or king, fighting with them, enmity with them. Stri pumsayo vivadam, कोई स्त्री पुरुष है उनके बीच में विवाद लाना. फिर वर्ज्यानि आहुः यश्च पंथाः प्रदुष्टः. यह च प्रदुष्टः पंथाः. These are the path of the atyanta dushta vyakti. You should not have them. When these are not there, the heart is pure. Then your knowledge helps you. So 8-9 gunas are told. Should not be there. One, madhyapanam, the alcoholism and all. Kalaham, always ready to fight with others. Pugavairam, enmity with the group. Pugavairam means जिस एसोसिएशन ग्रुप में है उनके साथ लड़ना, एनिमिटी. या यू आर वर्किंग इन ऑफिस, यू हेट द ऑफिस ओनली, you hate everybody. It's called Puga Vairam. Extreme egoistic fellow, he says like that, does like that. Puga Vairam. He goes late to office. Officer scolded. He becomes frustrated. He shares with the friend. Friend also says, "Sir, फिर time पे क्यों नहीं आते हो?" Then तुम भी ऐसे बोलते हो. Then he creates enmity with that fellow. Totally nobody likes him. He hates everyone. That's called Puga Vairam. That is a दुष्ट व्यक्ति का लक्षण है. In a group, when we are there, we are part of them. We have to abide by all rules. Anywhere we are not able to do, ask for excuse and sorry. अब कोई भी बंदा समष्टि से युद्ध मोलकर कोई खुश हो गया क्या? नहीं होता. पूगा वैरम should not have. Then भार्यापत्योः अंतरम means creating the gap between, मतलब fighting with wife and children. That is a wrong thing. It's your wife, your children. You have to love them so much. कुछ सैक्रिफाइस करना पड़ता है, करो. थोड़ा अहम का, कुछ पैसों का. They are all your people, no? The one who is fighting with wife and children and hating them, how can he love any guru or God, anybody? वो नहीं होता. Then Jnati Bhedam is what? Creating some fighting with your own Jnatis, Sambandhins. Then Raja Dvishtam. सबसे worst quality is this. Having enmity with the Raja. If you have a problem with Raja, go and tell him. Give him a chance to sort out. और हमेशा दुष्टता मेंटेन करके. And while the Raja knows this fellow is playing some foul game, they'll put you behind bars. Because Raja has to save himself and the state, no? Then Stri Pumsayoho Vivadam. What is Stri Pumsayoho Vidadam? Vidadam means creating fighting between the wife and husband anywhere. Chungli karke. Then next one is what? ये सब वर्ज्यानि, इन सबको छोड़ना है. These are the paths of the dushta vyakti. Then same way, these are the 7 people whom you should not have a sakshi, as a sakshi. I am not relating everything, these things to Dhritarashtra. Everything is taught by the Vidura to Dhritarashtra only. He is not telling a kahani unrelated to him. वो कहते हैं ये दुष्ट गुण तुम्हारे अंदर है कुछ न कुछ, इसलिए तुम तंग हो रहे हो. अभी ये जो 7 लोगों को साक्षी नहीं बनाना, you can see Dhritarashtra as all these people are the sakshi. Sakshi means वो चुंगलियां बताने वाले. सामुद्रिकम वणिजम चोर्वपूर्वम शलाकदूर्तम च चिकित्सकं च हरिं च मित्रं च कुशीलनं च नैतान् साक्ष्येत साक्ष्येतु अधिकुर्वीत सन्तः. नैतान् साक्ष्येतु अधिकुर्वीत सप्तः. In 7 people should not be kept as sakshi. Means don't listen to their words and believe them literally. One is what? Samudrikam. The one who sees the Jyotishya etc. and tells. What is the meaning of don't make him a sakshi? Means don't fully believe him and go ahead. In sense one, Jyotishya tells what is already there in your hand. It will not tell your future. Future is not in the rekhas that are there in the hand. Future in the hands which works. That is the meaning of don't take him as sakshi. Don't get loose of your heart. मतलब if the Jyotisha sees your hand and says कि तुमको ये पैसे मिलने वाले हैं, don't think that बिना काम किए पैसे मिलते हैं. इसका उनका करने का अर्थ होता है तुम मेहनत करोगे पैसे मिलेंगे. Don't fight with him that I didn't get money as you said. And what did you say last 2 years? I didn't do any work. Why? Because तुमने कहा कि पैसे मिल जाएंगे अपने आप. देखो ये ज्योतिष का जो भी बातें होते हैं ना वो 30-40% ही होते हैं. 70% you have to add in that. Like I told you example, if the hand he sees and says next 3 years you are going to get lot of money. It is not chapad padke money will come. You have to see, understand that the opportunities will come for your work, for your business, etc. You encash them, then the money will come. These things he will not say because उसको ये नहीं दिखता है. इनको वही दिखता है कि इसको पैसे आने वाला. बट हमको समझना है कि बिना मेहनत का पैसा नहीं आता है, तो मौका जब मिलता है मेहनत का, हमें मेहनत करना है. That is the relation. Jyotisha will not tell all that. Also he says you will have this dukkham. You should not give up heart. It includes that you be mentally prepared and also prepared to encounter it with whatever possibilities there. That you will not tell all. So don't have Jyotish as the Sakshi means this way. Jyotish is a big science. You must follow. I to 100% give value to them. But I also assess what is in my hands, Purushartha. I also see which devatas do upasana so that the graha drushti, all that. Okay. More important than that, who is this Jyotish? I would not go to anyone. Who is Upasaka, who is a Bhakta, who is a spiritual seeker, who is doing this profession only as service and who has mastered it for so many years, who is selfless, who is at a cunning natak. ऐसे बंदों को हम पूछेंगे होंगे तो ऐसे. Second is what? Vanijam Chora Purvam. A thief who has become a businessman. Don't trust him. Because in the business, he knows all the art of how to do the theft, he will cheat you. Then Shalaka Dhurtam. Who is a Shalaka Dhurta? Means the one who, by showing some women's and all, he cheats you. Shalaka Dhurta कहते हैं. बैड वोमेन्स ये वोमेन बताकर हमको करने नहीं देता हो. बहुत वहमी व्यक्ति. Shalaka Dhurta. Then Chikitsakam cha. Chikitsakam means what? The doctor. What is the meaning of don't trust a doctor? Means doctor only will check and give medicine. That will never cure you. Medicine should be taken by you, exercise should be done by you, patyam should be done by you, apatyam should be done by you. Without doing all that, so doctor will cure your health or ill health. ऐसा नहीं सोचना. That is it. The next one is what? Amitrakam, Arimcha, naturally enemy, how can you take his action? वो तो आपको फंसाएंगे ही. मित्रम चा, then mitra also, because if the mitra का साक्ष लोगे है तो to maintain the mitrata sometime you may tell झूठ. बहुत सारे मित्र अनजाने में ऐसे नुकसान कराते हैं हमको. देन कुशीलवम. कुशीलवम मीन्स द वन हु इज अ नाटक ब्रांड. पक्का है वो नाटक करने में, उसको ट्रस्ट करना ही नहीं. ना एतान साक्षी तो अधिकुर्वीत सप्त. डोंट टेक दीज सेवन एज साक्ष्य मीन्स डोंट ब्लाइंडली फॉलो देम. So for Dhritarashtra, the Duryodhana, Dushasana, Karna, Shakuni, they are in this category. You are listening to their advices, funny fellow. That's what he means to say. Then next one, these four things when you do out of love and respect, you will always be successful. Do with out of love and respect. What are they? Mana agnihotra mutamana maunam, manena adhita mutamana yajnaha, etani chatvari abhayankarani, vayam prayachanti ayatha kritani. With respectfully, if you do these four, they'll give you so much of success. But if you don't do respectfully properly, they are the ones which cause all loss or fear. What are they? Agnihotram with manam, maunam with manam, athitam with manam, and yagnam with manam. What are these? Tomorrow we'll see. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Vidura Neethi is only being little tested by us. I to believe it is a Shastra which has to be studied for 2-3 years. Then the Chanakya Neethi, this Vidura Neethi, few are our texts in our Shastra.